Come on, Joe Bob. Come on, Biggin. And we're back. This is episode 2, or Adventure 2, or Talk 2.
Sleepy Time 2.
Sleepy Time 2. We are giving you just a little bit of a cap of the night, if you will. Some people do it with drinks. We do it with horror. But really, what I want to talk about now kind of goes with horror,
Okay.
I guess you could say. Twin Peaks.
You better cue that bird.
What's queued up right now is I've got David Lynch. He's got a cup of coffee.
You got that bird.
I got that bird. I see some lumber being cut. I can almost smell it in the air. I'd like to talk about it just because I'm late in life, Twin Peaker.
Way too late in life.
Yeah.
Twin Peaker.
Let's start with you first. Wow, this is very interesting. Was it you saw David Lynch's films prior, and that is like, whoa, this is
No, I was way too little.
okay.
Sorry, Nanny. I had to sneak and watch it, and I loved it. The little bits of it that I saw, I loved. And I ended up getting the whole set, the VHS set from Tower Records. I was able to watch them all the way through, and it blew me away.
So you got the set of Twin Peaks. You're obsessed. You're obsessed with it now.
Big time.
Twin Peaks make you gravitate toward like certain movies just because they's in it, or is like, nope,
Honestly, I didn't
about
even know, like Dune.
Mhm.
I didn't even, when I was a kid, didn't even realize that was a David Lynch film, and that Dale Cooper was playing Paul Atreides. When I was a kid, I didn't even think twice about that. All I thought about was Frank Herbert, and I wanted to watch this movie.
We're Twin Peaking it, right? We're
Right.
doing it. We're getting merchandise.
So when I was a teenager, there really wasn't any Twin Peaks anything. There were no going into Hot Topic and buying a Twin Peaks double R costume, or anything like that. I do, though, still have a Fire Walk With Me shirt that I found at Media Play, of all places. Wow. I still own that.
You saying like not being able to find the merch for Twin Peaks or whatever, that's kind of like, just throw a little bit of horror. That's like growing up trying to find stuff as a kid stuff. The only horror stuff I could find was at Heels. I don't know if y'all remember Heels.
Heels was the best.
But I bought the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street Spitballs. You remember those?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, the Freddy Krueger didn't scare me as a kid, but the victim that came with, he had a claw, like a claw mark over his face, and it scared me to death. So, like, my grandmother had this dresser drawer, and she'd keep them in there. And every once in a while, I'd get brave enough, I'd look in there at it.
They were yours.
I was scared of them, though. But
Such a strange child.
yeah, no, I had weird tendencies. Like, I was afraid of Christopher Lloyd in Addams Family as Uncle Fester. And I had this book that had this huge, like, it's probably the size of this Cure poster of just Uncle Fester. And he's like, just looking like that. Scared me to death.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of all things to be afraid of.
And like I used to keep it in this, like, I guess like a cabinet drawer. I kept it in there. Every once in a while, I'd get brave enough. I'd peek in there and look at Uncle Fester.
Ah!
Yeah, but God, it's still scary. It never changed.
You're so silly.
I know. I don't know why it's like it, but I did that. Still going with Twin Peaks. We're slowly
getting there.
go a little bit forward.
So if we go forward with So before the return, there's a store in Murfreesboro. It doesn't exist there anymore, but when I was in college, there was a store there called Video Culture. And the Video Culture guys were so informative. If you're watching this, Video Culture guys, thank you, because you really helped my developing college brain at the time. They were like, Sherilyn Fenn, here, have all the, here's Boxing Helena, here, here's all this stuff. And I was able to like order merchandise from them.
Right.
So they ordered me a Sherilyn Fenn shirt and a Sherilyn Fenn poster, even at the time, that I had in my apartment when I was in college. So there was that knowledge from an exterior source. The return, I think most people that I knew that knew Twin Peaks or liked Twin Peaks were pretty excited about it. I was very excited about it, but we all knew we weren't going to get closure. You kind of expect that with David Lynch. You're not going to get an answer. You're not going to get a resolve. You're not going to get anything linear. That's for damn sure. There were some great things about it, but to be honest, I wish it never existed.
Prior to us getting together, now I saw Fire Walk With Me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I rented it whenever I was younger, but I did. The reason why I know I rented it because of AMZN. I remember him. I don't know. I don't know why I never like clicked with it. So that's the thing.
That seems right up your alley.
Yeah. Fast forward to now. You've
married a woman who is a Twin Peaks fan, a David Lynch fan, who is a collector.
Yes.
And you're kind of like, what is this all
exactly.
about?
Yeah.
It's kind of like me with Taylor Swift. What's this all about?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Why is this person? Why? For this? What? Huh?
So,
yes.
I want to know more.
When I was here and I was adjusting to everything.
You're adjusting.
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff in your house and I'm like, for example, I'm like, what the hell is this picture of this white door? What's this? And then I was like, why is this woman holding a log? And okay, what's all this stuff? So you told me, he's like, Twin Peaks, you need to watch it. You'd like it. So this goes back to me saying, right atmosphere, right time.
Right. Sometimes it's just, you need that.
Yeah, so we put on that first episode. It's like, yeah, okay, this is all right. As I started getting the second episode, third episode, like that, the theme drawed me. There's never a time I would watch the whole intro. I had to.
Anybody that turns off the Twin Peaks intro at any point in time when they're watching the show is a loser.
Oh my God. Well, I never did. And it made me feel good because my favorite weather is kind of rainy anyway. Mm-hmm. And it looked like that there. Misty. Yeah. And
Washington State.
Yes.
Misty Mountains.
And I wanted to drink coffee whenever I was in there. So, like, that was my thing. That was what I was looking forward to. There was some episodes that really got to me because I get invested. If I get really invested in something for some reason, like, I'm all in on it. So
I just remember you being so upset when Coop got shot.
Yes.
That broke your heart.
Yeah. Because I was like, he can't be out of the show. Like, that's what I kept thinking to myself. I was like, he has to be in it. like nothing can happen to him. So I get through first 2 seasons, correct?
Right.
We watched Fire Walk With Me then. So that was a big jump because, like I said, I remember watching it younger, but I must not paid attention because...
It would have made any sense to you.
Yeah. But the stuff that happens in Fire Walk With Me is heavy. And Laura Palmer, she lived
a hard life.
Yeah, she lived hard.
Short life.
And party hard.
She did.
Yeah.
A lot of nose candy. You had a lot of fellers.
She had those fellers. If you was Bobby, you're Bobby. Okay? You're Bobby.
Don't make me Bobby.
You're Bobby right now. Would you have gravitated toward Shelly more or Laura? Like, would you just play like it was in the show? Just play them both.
No, I think Bobby was such a terrible character in the beginnings of Twin Peaks. And Bobby really didn't...
He didn't come to his own until...
He didn't come into his own until the return. And that's one of the few good things about the return to me, is that Bobby gets some sort of redemption. That Bobby is actually turned, like a little bit of Garland is in him. There's a little bit of Major Briggs, because he turned out to be a good person.
Right. With the return, you and a mutual friend, my shirt brother, y'all kept telling me, "Oh, you're not gonna like how this goes. You're not gonna." So instantly, I was like, "Okay, well, something's not gonna flow right. Something's not gonna be right."
Okay.
So return comes on. I'm invested, and Coop comes out of the lodge. He's out, but he's not fully Coop. He can't tell anything. He's just kind of going through, like,
it was Cooper with Alzheimer's for however many episodes,
yes.
And you just had to stomach it. You had to suck it up and deal with it.
Yeah, the thing that was killing me is stuff was going on everywhere, and to me, Coop was the ultimate knowledge. Like the log lady, she had her knowledge that she was trying to bestow upon Hawk, but like I said, it didn't have that fast moving. Like I wanted everything to move fast, but I'm glad it had that simmer. Then you get to that crazy episode where
Episode 8.
Like I think I had an outer body experience, because I don't
An out of body experience.
Yeah, like I felt like I watched that episode out of my body, and like there's so much going on. I mean, like you definitely got Lynch at his best.
With him, it's he likes to create stories that are non-linear. He likes to create stories where time is not a factor.
Yeah. And
it's hard for the human brain to grasp that, because we want everything to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And in David Lynch's storytelling, that doesn't happen.
Especially in that episode.
Well, in that episode, that's your beginnings. And people didn't really expect that to happen. We had no warning when that was being aired on Showtime. There was no warning of Episode 8 is going to be showing you the beginnings of how this all occurred. You missed the whole terrible green glove fiasco. That's the worst part. That's the worst part of the return.
Well, no,
that is the worst part.
No, the worst.
That green glove should have been left out of everything.
The worst part of the return is having James in it, and everybody saying that he's cool, and he gets up on stage and sings
and you have to listen to him sing once more.
It's not good.
That's not.
David Lynch, James was never cool.
But he's not worse than the glove. He's got that going for him. His forehead's cooler than the glove.
I said James thinks he's so tough. Whenever Laura gets off that bike, he revs his motorcycle up and the light's green. Oh, he's just revving it up. He's waiting for it to turn red before he goes.
Yeah. He's cool.
Kills me.
Poor James. So the worst part of the return, glove. Second worst part of the return, James. Worst part of Twin Peaks seasons 1 and 2, James. The entire James saga.
So we get that. The return. I've watched it all. I've been through it.
You went through it.
I did. I went through some emotions. There was some ups. There was some downs.
And what was the final verdict?
I enjoy it. I mean, I really do. I think it's. You're correct. I didn't get the closure that I wanted with the return, just because I felt like the character I liked, which I'm not going to say no names, is right back in kind of the same predicament that he ended off with.
There's no resolve.
Yes. What about, what's his name? Jeffries? that his name?
Philip Jeffries.
Philip Jeffries.
He's a teapot in The Return. Because David Lynch, I assume, wrote that into play because
he's a little...
David Bowie was no more.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because David Bowie was a little teapot.
No.
I feel like David Bowie would be okay with that if that was the
He
answer.
would totally mime a teapot, I believe. But, yeah.
I am your teapot. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Or no?
No.
I don't know. I got it in my head right now.
I liked that Bowie.
Teapot.
Jesus Christ.
I just feel like that. That was kind of the progression of where I'm at with Twin Peaks. A lot of your friends is Twin Peakers. You've got a lot of friends.
Nobody says Twin Peakers, by the way.
I do. I always try to send them like memes, or if I see something that I think's cool, but I'm sure they've already seen it all and been around the block, whatever with it. But I still like doing it. In this, what is your newer obsession with Twin Peaks? Is there anything new that's going on with the social media that you like?
I like I Think You Should Peaks. I like the Garfield to Peaks, Garf Peaks mashup. That's probably my favorite.
I like the Simpsons one.
Yeah, Simpsons Peaks is good too.
That's a good one.
And for those of you that don't know Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 2, there's a Simpsons Twin Peaks reference in that. That's amazing. And that's Chief Wiggum has a dream of the Black Lodge, and Lisa's in there, and she's giving him information.
All the art, the imagery, the music, everything to me just kind of coincides. And like I said, I think about all that stuff, but in return, makes me think of you. So like you're rolled in with the Twin Peaks. So I think, I think of Coop, coffee, donuts, David Lynch's hair, and you. That's my Twin Peaks circle. That's my owl, if you will.
Oh my God. Woo-hoo. No.
But guess what? That what just happened was the Twin Peaks cap, if you will. Who knows? I may be in the White Lodge right now. I may be sipping coffee with Lurch from Adam's family. Who knows? Who knows?
The fireman.
I may be in the Black Lodge screaming.
You don't want to be there.
How many years? What time do you get out?
So, am
25?
I actually sitting here with your doppelganger? Oh, God.
It's Bad Boy Brandon.
Jesus Christ.
This has been Bad Boy Brandon the whole time in this Twin Peaks episode. This is Bad Boy Brandon. The regular Brandon was in the first episode, but this is Bad Boy Brandon, and Bad Boy Brandon comes from Black Lodge, the Bad Boy Black Lodge, and now I'm here, and I'm wanting coffee, donuts, and cherry pie.
You gonna go deal drugs out in the mountains?
I don't hang out with Leo.
Okay.
I don't hang out with him. I don't ride a motorcycle and write awful 50s-esque songs. Well, no, I do that sometimes. I do that. I do that, but I don't sing them in front of anybody. And I definitely don't get two chicks to sit on my floor and try to do harmony to it.
You get 2 cats.
I get 2 cats, and they just scream. They're just craziness.
Hi, regular Brandon.
Regular Brandon. That will do it for this episode of FRIGHTCAP, parentheses, Twin Peaks, kinda. Like I said, I had an idea. We talked about how we got to Twin Peaks as a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be the start and end. How did we get there? You just found out. That was it.
That was it.
As always.
I'm Pretty 8 Machine.
And you got Instagram.
I hate Pretty Hate Machine.
Yeah. And if you want to email suggestions,
Pretty Hate Machine Nashville
we're
at gmail.com. Hate with an H8 every time.
Every time. And mine, who knows, may get wild. Maybe want to message something. Dead End Lane, Layne. That's Instagram. And that's also my email. It's yahoo.com. I'm old school. It's at Yahoo.
He literally still has a Yahoo.
Gang, gang. Theo Vaughn.
Okay.
He's cool.
He is cool.